You know, I'm something of a
YouTube content creator myself. Hey guys, let's talk about the Goblin. You know, we have been getting a lot of crap lately, you know, just straight up ass when it comes to the Disney superhero content. And well, like the saying goes, the only way to counter crap is to throw something good on top of it. What? So following that flawless logic, I have traveled back in time to watch a superhero movie that many consider the GOAT, the greatest. The second movie is better, but the first one is still solid. Yes, that movie is the Fantastic Four.
No.
No? No, you see the thumbnail, we're talking about Spider-Man. Well, not Spider-Man, the other guy, the green one. Yes, that guy, the true menace of this film. It can't be understated enough how much a film can elevate by having a good antagonist in it, and the green metal man in this film checked all those boxes more than I remember. Jesus. The Goblin in this film is relentless. Oh, what's that? You don't think my formula is ready? Well, it is. And also, fuck you, you're dead. You know, it's like, damn, they didn't even give them a chance to apologize. And that was his reaction to the people he was actually, you know, targeting. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's dial back the clock a little and see the start of the Goblin's warpath. Meme aside, William Dafoe, who at the time of recording this movie was 45. Damn, what magic go-go juice does he use to look like that?
It's the creams.
In any case, he looks good, but not good enough to save his career, as Oscorp is threatened to lose their military funding because they have an unstable super soldier serum. It gives you super strength, yeah, but also, you know, some kind of brain damage. So being the scientist that he is, and also ego, right? He's got a point to prove. He takes the serum initially to show that it's good and ready to go, but it's not, and now he has brain damage. The funniest thing I think from this entire scene is that this guy, Dr. Struman, fuck, how do you say his fucking name? Herbert Garrison prompted that Norman decision in the first place because he snitched to the military general by saying that the serum wasn't ready and needed to go back to formula. And Norman just glares at him in this scene. It's not till Norman takes the brain damage juice that right before he chokes him and kills Herbert, he repeats the line back to him.
back to formula.
That's some petty shit, bro. Like 5 minutes ago, he just helped you set up and you ain't mentioned this one time. Look at all this time. Y'all sitting here getting together, getting shit ready. Y'all ain't mentioned this once, and then you turn around and you backstab him like that. Like, bro, why? And this is one of several times that Norman repeats something out loud before he does something, you know, just in case he didn't get how crazy he was, you know? Also, while this is happening, you get a brief cutaway scene with Peter pump flexing in the mirror and spying on MJ through his window. You, close your goddamn blinds, man, what the? I bring this up to show another quality Peter and the Goblin shares, checking out Mary Jane. After the death of Herbert, Norman returns back to his Billy mansion. Good on the Gob to change Norman's clothes, otherwise he would be naked. It's here that Norman reads the paper where they're straight clowning him for his company's stocks are plummeting. And then Goblin, being the poltergeist that he is, he doesn't miss the opportunity to start laughing in the hallways, driving this poor, brain-damaged soul to commit more murder. The general from earlier, Goblin, catches up with him somehow. You know, he does the bomb plus missile to dead, you know. Menace. Also, this helmet, I tried finding out how it became a thing in the movie, but all I found was like, you know, he's the Green Goblin, he's green, you gotta have the fucking green helmet things, or fucking put the fucking, because in the movie, the suit that's paired with the glider is not this scary ass demon mask, right? It's these goofy ass like swim goggles, which I think we can all agree would take away any energy his voice would have. Haha, Spider-Man, I have come to fuck you up. But in saying that though, did Norman sneak back into his lab post like Herbert dying to like make this helmet go with the suit? You know what I mean? That sounds like it could have been a funny scene, actually. You know what I mean? Especially if he got caught. Yo. Back with Norman, he does some Peter Glaze.
That's terrific.
Yeah. Norman gets fired from his own company. And this is where the dial for the menace he is throughout the rest of the film is dialed up to 100. Talk of the devil and his horns appear. Flexing his glider 2 times past the cattle, he comes for vengeance. Using his turn, he fires a Jackie straight at the balcony, aiming for a strikeout on both those that cheated him and his son. Definitely try to kill his son. Remember, he flew past the balcony 2 times, so he definitely saw this motherfucker, you know? So now, because of the Gob, his son now also has brain damage. And then he did the thing again. He said what they said to him.
Out, am I?
Yeah. And then skeletons. So many skeletons. The Goblin floats up to Miss Watson, which based on some moments that happen later, I'm 82% sure he was like flying up to spit game, you know what I mean? But Peter Cucker, being the cockblock he is, stops the Gob from any further attempt. Goblin rises using increased zoom tech, starts fisting the police. Falcon kicks the Bugman. This guy gets caught up in the attack and now also has brain damage. After a bit more back and forth between the two of them, Spider-Man manages to one-up Gob by taking out his glider, sending him spiraling out like a Team Rocket. While he's drifting away, he has the audacity to say,
We'll meet again, Spider-Man!
Yeah, your glider's going down and he's talking about round 2. Okay, ambitious, ambitious. So stat-wise, up until this point, if you look at it, the Goblin has taken out the corporate backstabbers that kicked him out of his company, failed to kill his son, yes, but at least successfully gave him brain damage, gave this guy brain damage, this guy brain damage, planted seeds to rizz up Mary Jane, kills his corporate competitor, kills his biggest hater, and to top it off, killed his biggest enemy, Herbert. An absolute win indeed, making more gains in one movie than some villains in several. And after that brief setback Goblin faced earlier, does he despair? No, like what many of us should strive to do, he hypes himself up to do what he has to do, what must be done. Kill Harry and or Spider-Man. Next day, no delay, he crashes into the Daily Bugle, chokes out Jameson for answers about Spider-Man's photographer. This is like his favorite move, by the way. He does this like 3 times in the film. So let's add choking fetish to the list. How the fuck did the window blow open like that? Jameson, being the Chad that he is, doesn't rat out Peter Parker's name. Spider-Man pulls up, but gets surprised, gassed, and is down. GG's. You know, Gob won, Spidey won, match set. After a bit of slapping and monologuing, the Goblin leaves Spider-Man to stew on the decision to join him in world domination or die. You know, classic Gob right there. Also, MJ gets mugged in the New York dark alley. These clowns bark at her. Why are they barking? Pete, with a lot more suave this time around, saves MJ again from the robbers and is rewarded with a big old sloppy on the mouthy. Poor Harry, suffering from brain damage while his girlfriend is out macking lips. Lights open, new day, but oh no. There's a fire in the city. Spider-Man goes to investigate, saves the life of a baby, but hears the voice of another needing help. He rushes to their aid for it to be... Surprise! It's the Gob! Big step off. Socks Peter in the jaw, which that off-guard hit is at least negative 50 HP. Look at it, he fucking rattled, bro. The Goblin being here essentially confirms that he set fire to the building in the first place, you know, to lure Spider-Man there. So let's add, you know, arson and baby murder to the list. Damn. Round 2, they scrap yet again. Fire location, by the way. Get it? Fire. Practical sets enhanced by minimal CGI does wonders to make this look so goddamn good. Spider-Man is the one who retreats this time, making the score 2-1 for the Gob. Buzzer beater comeback in the making. Look, he also does the thing again, I'll repeat it.
No one says no to me!
Yeah. Back at the apartment, Harry, Norm, MJ, Aunt May, and Pete are having a get-together. This entire scene, I think, best illustrates William Dafoe's acting range, from joyous smiles to creepy stare-downs to menacing body cues, you know, to utterly, verbally destroying MJ with words that cut harder than any bully beatdown Peter Cucker here has taken at school.
Your mother was beautiful too. They're all beautiful until they're snarling after your trust fund like a pack of ravening wolves.
I mean, he's kind of spin, you know? The reveal and deduction of Pete being Spider-Man, obviously heavy inspiration for the scene in Homecoming with Michael Keaton, right? It's good, man. We do like smart villains. Brain damage Norman talks to himself again, cooking up the most vile FU Spider-Man for the rest of the film. The closest Evil Dead reference visually in the film, Aunt May prayers interrupted by the flying green devil man barging into her home. Rosemary Harris conjuring up demons of her own in order to nail that scream. A mental tactic in order to scare Peter that he knows who he is and he can get to him if need be. Tactician. Peter delivering probably the smoothest "you're the girl" speech I think I've ever heard.
The truth is, you don't know what you feel, except you know what kind of man you want to be.
MJ grabs Pete's hands, more than likely preparing to switch teams for the 4th time in this film, but brain damaged Harry walks into the room at that exact moment, heartbroken as well. He runs to his dad to tell him that MJ is a hoe and that Peter Parker's one true love is for Mary Jane. Goblin jump scare no one asked for. Thanks, Raimi. Informing Peter that he has kidnapped Mary Jane calls him out to prove his point yet again, that being a superhero will require you to make hard choices that will cause him to be hated. In his example, he uses Mary Jane dangling over a bridge ready to plummet to her death as choice 1, and a cable car filled with more children as choice 2. His point being, why choose to live that lifestyle? Let them both die, you know, ooga booga, the dark side is better. Unfortunately, Goblin didn't know that Peter Parker was in fact built like that and saves both, thwarting his choices. Gob, being the petty metal man that he is, hops on his glider and proceeds to punch him in the face 2 times while he's dangling. Forced to let MJ go, MJ falls, catching herself. You know, damn, I didn't know she lifted like that. Eventually, the Goblin opts to take care of Spidey in a more isolated environment, dragging him to an old-ass dusty building. Again, Raimi flexing his ability to use live sets to make the action look better. As we said, Goblin likes to waste no time, straight business, big stepper. Goblin throws a bomb, starts just beating the shit out of Spidey. Slow-mo backflips, spinning Sanji kicks. I wasn't aware that the serum made this motherfucker Bruce Lee. The lack of music ironically adds so much to the final fight feel of everything, the setting as well, which as we established is very practical, not a CGI clusterfuck. This fight is dirty, bloody, well acted, and in the moment you actually see their faces, it's not because they're running around like idiots with their mask down, because reasons. You know, it's because the other guy fucked them up. It's a simple way to get that actor face moment that the older films understood more. That it wasn't something you thought about, but enhanced to the experience. Glaze over back to the fight.
I'm gonna finish her. Nice and slow.
Now, we keep it PG out here, but based on this line and how he was looking at MJ earlier, you know, this line could be a lot darker than what was implied, you know what I mean? Peter was probably thinking the same thing, which is why he alphaed up in those last moments. Gob whips out a trident, which honestly, I'm gonna have to dock a point for, you know, it's definitely a goofy weapon choice for him to have. You're not him blood. Peter pushes the goof toy off of him, the music starts swelling up, and he proceeds to get his second swing, beating the life out of Norman. If he didn't call a timeout, Peter would have killed him. He definitely would have died. Look at his eye, man. Look at the eye. Gob, on a desperate gamble, attempts to ram the glider in Spider-Man's back. The plan fails and Goblin kills himself. Definitely an oof moment. Okay, yeah, we can admit that. But if you think about it, the Goblin, when he launched that attack at Spider-Man, was the one in control. It's not till he's impaled and the life is draining from his eyes that you could see him revert back to Norman. Meaning, although the Goblin didn't beat Spider-Man, he did beat himself, making the final bout 3-1. Initially, this video was supposed to be how so many modern antagonists in Disney films are boring, stupid, corny, and dumb, you know, and that, along with other reasons, are why the movies are flopping so hard. But that video is still a work in progress, so be on the lookout for that, you know, like, subscribe, you know, stay up to date, shameless plugging. But in this one, I just wanted to talk about a character who in a 2-hour film managed to be quite entertaining as an antagonist and a foil to the OG Spider-Man. If you like these types of videos, you know, let me know more in the comments or on my other socials, which would also be down below. But until next time, I'll catch you later, Tiger. Adios. Look at my dog in the back. Y'all see my dog? She been sleeping there the whole time. She think this bed is hers, bro. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, man. That's not your bed.